There's a strange pain that lives inside every person who dreams big but hasn't started. It's not the sharp sting of failure or the embarrassment of being wrong. It's quieter, heavier, like the weight of untapped potential pressing on your chest every night before you sleep. You lie there, staring at the ceiling, and you know what you want. You've seen it in your mind 100 times. You've felt the rush of a different life, the one where you didn't hesitate, didn't waste time, didn't wait. The life where you chased something massive and made it real, but then the alarm clock rings, the world hits you in the face, and that dream, it retreats to the background like a song you once loved but stopped playing. Here's the truth that most people don't want to hear. It's not your circumstances. It's not your job, your age, your bank account, or your background. It's the gap between what you say you want and what you're willing to do about it. And that gap, that's what this message is about. Let's close that gap today. Big dreams need small starts. It's easy to fall in love with the mountaintop view, the glory, the applause, the freedom. But what you don't see is the mountain itself. You don't see the early mornings, the late nights, the moments of silence where doubt creeps in and whispers, "This will never work." That's where the journey actually begins, not with motivation or fireworks, but with a decision to do something small. Start small, so small it almost feels insulting. You want to write a book, write one sentence. You want to run a marathon, walk around the block. You want to build a business? Make one phone call. Most people don't fail because they lack ambition. They fail because they set the bar too high at the beginning, and when they can't hit it right away, they retreat. They say, "I guess I'm not cut out for this." But it's not that. They just tried to leap across a canyon instead of building a bridge one plank at a time. Consistency beats intensity, especially at the start. You're not behind. You're just not moving. Yet comparison is the thief of momentum. You look at someone who's 5 years into their journey and wonder why you're not there yet. You scroll through their highlight reel, their success stories, their awards and followers and confidence, and you feel like you've already lost the race before it even began. But here's what no one says. You're not behind. You're just at the starting line. You're where everyone begins, unsure, untested, and uncertain. That doesn't make you late. It makes you human. The key is to stop staring at someone else's chapter 20 and start writing your chapter 1. Forget where they are, focus on where you are, and more importantly, where you're going. The moment you start moving, you're no longer behind, you're becoming. Clarity comes through. Action, not thought. This is where a lot of intelligent people get stuck. They overthink, they overplan. They wait until the stars align, until they feel ready, until every detail is mapped out. But clarity isn't born from thought, it's born from movement. Want to know if your business idea is good? Start talking to customers. Want to know if writing is your thing? Write 100 pages. Want to know if you've got what it takes? Go take the first hit. Doing creates understanding. Thinking only creates questions. If you're waiting to feel ready, you'll be waiting your whole life. Most people don't get ready and then start. They start and become ready. Discipline is the bridge between you and your dream. Your dream isn't waiting for inspiration, it's waiting for discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when it's not convenient, glamorous, or fun. It's making decisions your future self will thank you for, even when your present self resists. Want to know why so many people struggle to start? Because starting means they'll have to keep going, and keeping going means discomfort. Struggle, boredom, uncertainty. But here's the hard truth. You will never build anything meaningful without discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. It doesn't require talent. It doesn't require confidence. It only requires you to show up, again and again, until you've forged something real. You don't need more motivation. You need a reason. Motivation is a spark. Purpose is the engine. You won't always feel hyped. You won't always want to do the work. But if your why is strong enough, you'll do it anyway. So stop chasing motivation. Start chasing meaning. Ask yourself, what is this dream worth to me? What am I willing to give up to make it real? Who will I become if I pursue this with everything I've got? Your answers to those questions are your compass. They're your fuel on the days when energy is gone. They're the fire when the world goes cold. Fear will always be there. Move anyway. You will be afraid. That's not a possibility. It's a guarantee. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of wasting time. Fear of not being good enough. But listen, fear is not the enemy. Inaction is. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to move despite it. Everyone who's done something great has felt fear. They've doubted, they've stumbled, they've wanted to quit. The only difference is they didn't let fear make the final decision. You can walk with fear. You just don't let it drive. You are capable of far more than you know. Right now, you don't even know what you're made of. You haven't been tested yet. You haven't gone to war with your own limits. That's not a criticism. It's an invitation. There's a stronger version of you hidden underneath the hesitation. There's a sharper mind, a more resilient heart, a deeper level of discipline. But you only meet that version of yourself when you go beyond what's comfortable. You don't grow by staying safe. You grow by stepping into resistance and proving to yourself that you can bend without breaking. Every time you push forward when it would be easier to stop, you're chiseling the future version of yourself. You're not just chasing a dream, you're becoming the person capable of living it. You only fail if you quit. Setbacks are part of the process. You'll make mistakes, you'll have bad days, you'll question everything. But the only way you actually fail is if you stop showing up. Failure is not falling, it's refusing to rise. You've got to make peace with imperfection. You've got to accept that progress will be messy. There will be days where you move inches instead of miles, but inch by inch, you still move forward. Success doesn't come to the most talented. It comes to the most persistent. The ones who refuse to stay down. The ones who treat every setback as feedback, not finality. You're going to face friction. Keep going anyway. Your dream is bigger than you. Your dream isn't just about you, it's about every life you'll impact when you bring it to life. The book you write could change someone's mindset. The business you build could create opportunities for others. The art you share could help someone feel understood. The story you live could inspire someone else to begin. When you start something meaningful, you start a ripple. So stop waiting until you feel ready. The world isn't waiting for your perfection, it's waiting for your action. Start today, not tomorrow. You don't need a Monday, you don't need a new year, you don't need permission. You just need to decide that today is enough. Today is the only day you ever truly have. It's the only time you can touch, shape, or change. Tomorrow is a concept. Today is your arena. Start with what you have. Start with where you are. Start even if it's messy. Start even if you're scared. Because the dream that keeps calling you is real, and it's waiting for you on the other side of starting. Final word, this message is not hype. It's not about fantasy or fluff. It's about truth. The truth is, you have something big inside of you. Something worth building, sharing, and becoming. But you'll never taste it if you don't take the first step. Stop treating your dream like a luxury and start treating it like a responsibility. Because it is. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin and keep going. Brick by brick, decision by decision, you'll build something that once only lived in your mind. And one day you'll look back and realize the hardest part wasn't the journey, it was simply starting. Start today.